So I have no patience when it comes to travel, and it has no patience with me. I am truly cursed by the airline gods. I mean, if you're on my flight, we will inevitably have a weather delay, a mechanical failure, an air traffic control grounding, and everyone's luggage will be lost. So it was no surprise when I was 6 hours delayed getting into Miami en route to Machu Picchu for a family vacation. Now, typically in this situation, my terrible travel karma and my much worse temper combine to create some sort of rage-fueled maniac of Godzilla proportions. I mean, when I'm on the losing end of a commercial airlines ticket agent, typing away, refusing to make eye contact, looking at his decrepit machine, shuffling random boarding passes, doing what I can only imagine is updating his Facebook page because he is not rebooking me on a flight anywhere, I lose my shit. But this time was going to be different. I'd been grounded in Cleveland a few weeks earlier when a friend taught me a phrase the nuns had taught her as a calming mechanism when she was in school. Breathe in Jesus, breathe out mercy. Now, I am very obviously Jewish, but I loved this phrase. So, armed with my new mantra, breathing in, I landed in Miami Airport at 3 o'clock in the morning and took my place in the back of the line of a bunch of disgruntled travelers and awaited my fate. And while the line progressed from quiet disdain to uncreative cursing, to wild accusations of lives being ruined and very creative plans to sue the airline, I was making friends with Pablo and Candela in the back. Pablo, a lovely PhD student on his way home for his only 2 weeks of vacation in Lima to see his family, and Candela, a Bolivian diplomat on her way to her grandson's 10th birthday party. The two of them had no clue. So we made a little band of brothers, and we found our way onto an even more delayed flight heading into Lima a couple gates up. And by the time we got to the front of the line, we were feeling pretty proud of ourselves. We're ready to go. We got a plan. So we get to the front, and we're about to present our plan. I don't have any taxi vouchers left. I don't have any meal vouchers left. I don't have any hotel vouchers left. You guys are going to have to sleep in the airport tonight. I don't know where you're going, but you are not getting there until at least tomorrow, if not later in the week. No. We've got it all figured out. We just need you to come with us a couple gates up. We just need you to release our names from the airline. He doesn't type. He doesn't shuffle papers around. He just stares at us, considering as though we've asked him to donate a kidney to the effort. And then he says, all right, I can do that. Just a couple gates up? Yeah, just a couple gates up. So we march our way gleefully toward the other gate, and he is walking a little bit less excitedly toward the other gate. So I'm noticing that there's some distance starting to grow between us. So I kind of turn around and I start to usher him forward. And right when I do that, he turns around and sprints in the other direction. I mean, full business suit, jacket flapping in the wind, every single squeak of his loafers jaunting down the terminal, saying, I don't care if I have to live in my car and eat cat food for the rest of my life. I am not doing this job anymore. Okay, so a little bit shocked at the fact that a grown man had just physically run away from his problem, I start to breathe in Jesus. But no, because that's not what fucking Jesus would do. So I start getting ready to run after him and yell at him to get his pansy ass back here, when Pablo puts his arm around me and he says he must have had a very rough day. And so I breathe out mercy. and we head up to the gate and settle in for the night, discussing the plans that we aren't going to make it to until tomorrow, if not later in the week. Thanks, American Airlines. When we notice a little bit of a scuttlebutt in the corner, and we see a man kind of flailing his arms, and we see a man starting to curse wildly, and I see a man acting exactly like me, but he's not breathing in Jesus of any kind. And then we see airport security, and then we watch him get handcuffed, and we watch him also move not as quickly as our lovely ticket agent out the terminal. Now, I don't wish ill on fellow travelers, but this man's random act of roid rage was my ticket to Machu Picchu. So we look doe-eyed and hopeful toward the flight attendant who's just been harassed, and she looks back at us, knowing exactly what we're thinking, and says, "All right, fine, but there's only one seat, and y'all are going to have to choose because I am over this." And Pablo and Candela are just too sweet for words, and they immediately start telling me how I must go, I must see Machu Picchu, it's a wonder of the world, they're so proud of it, it's their treasure, it's this wonderful place, I have to go. And I know that I should protest and tell them that they should go see their families and the birthday party, but instead I just gave them both a really big hug and said thank you as I jutted toward the airport, and I got on the plane and I made it to Machu Picchu. Now, these days, the missed flights and delayed connections continue, but I try to remember to breathe in Pablo and Candela and breathe out patience and understanding.